I'm going to show you how to spam grenades as a Titan, not a Warlock. This is on a Titan class. Probably wondering, how am I doing this? I'm going to show you in this build on how to spam grenades. So first off, the first two things that we're going to be using for exotics is the Devil's Ruin and an exotic that you probably don't use and never even seen anybody use, the Ashen Wake. This is a very old exotic, so old to the point it is not even a featured exotic. Solo subclass, you can run whatever super you want. I'm running Burning Maw for the fragments. Everything that we have is all surrounded by getting our grenade energy back and also making fire sprites. Ember of Blistering, defeating targets with solar ignitions grant grenade energy. Anytime you see an ignition go off, I will have more grenade energy because of that explosion. The next fragment, Ember of Searing. Defeating scorched targets grants melee energy and creates fire sprite. Fire sprites are very important because each fire sprite that you collect grants you grenade energy. And that also is the reason why we're using the Devil's Ruin exotic, because kills with that weapon makes fire sprites. So we're trying to make fire sprites as much as possible, which translates to more grenade energy to help us be able to spam. The next fragment, Ember of Ashes. You apply more scorch stacks to targets. The reason why we have this is so if I'm in a pile of enemies and I'm throwing nades, I want them to get as much scorch as possible to the point where they make an ignition go off, which gives me more grenade energy. And for the last fragment is Ember of Imperium. Solo weapon final blows or ability final blows extend the duration of radiant and restoration. I did fragments first, but we're gonna go down to the aspects next right here. So Roaring Flames. So final blows with solar abilities or ignitions increase the damage of your solar abilities and it stacks 3 times. And for the last aspect, Soul Invictus. This is also important to scorch enemies to get restoration. Soul Invictus is just good all around, and I think this should be in every build, to be honest with you. It's very good. Abilities, Rally Barricade, Towering Barricade, whatever floats your boat. For the melee, Throwing Hammer, whatever you like. I like the Throwing Hammer. And this is also very important. The grenade has to be the fusion grenade because this is what ties into our exotic for our armor piece. So now, coming to an exotics, we're gonna start off with the weapon first. We have the Devil's Ruin. This thing has a laser that can shoot and ignite targets. It creates fire sprites with final blows, like it says right here, close the gap. Final blows create fire sprites after picking up a fire sprite. Long press my X button, which I'm on Xbox, it makes a solar beam and it's basically like an ignition beam. So let's throw them a grenade. So as you can see, my grenade energy at the bottom left is empty. I get a kill and it makes my grenade energy jump. So now it's almost finished. Get another kill, it's complete again. And that's not including picking up orbs of power or anything like that. So we're gonna go over the armor mods, but even just with this weapon, I can get my grenade energy back pretty fast. Now coming to the exotic armor, gotta have the Ashen Wake. This is what gives you the ability grenade spams. It reads, fusion grenades gain increased throwing speed, explode on impact, and they also can stun unstoppable champions. And final blows with this fusion grenade grants grenade energy. Now we got grenade energy going in from that, the fire sprites, and all the rest of the fragments that we have on the solar subclass. So when you get a fresh set of enemies, we can see what the Soul Invictus is like. It's everything's gonna be chained together quite nicely. So when I throw this nade and I walk into that pile, I got a fire sprite waiting on me and I got a orb of power that's waiting on me. We can just keep doing this. We can just keep walking and throwing a nade and get that just good grenade spam. And if you look at our restoration, as you can see, it's going down. As we get a kill, if I get a kill with this pistol, it's gonna go up. Or if I get a kill with my grenade, it's also gonna go up. So we can keep ourselves alive walking into the restoration piles, the Soul Invictus. That's why I'm able to keep chaining these grenades like that. So let's get down to the armor. So very spiky in the grenade category. Even my exotic, I got it pretty spiky in the grenade. Chest pieces at 40, all the way to 34 on the boots, and on the Titan mark I got it all the way at 40. So I wanted it very spiky because it's when it comes down to the grenade stats. Whenever you go past 100, you get increased damage. We have 56% more damage with this grenade because of how high our stats are, because I'm wearing this armor set. All right, now to go through all the armor mods. Going to the helmet, I have 2 Ashes to asset. This gives you more super energy when you use grenades. And I got one harmonic siphon to give me an orb of power whenever I get a kill with Devil's Ruin because it is solar. For your arms, I have all 3 firepower. I'm trying to make as much orbs as I possibly can because every orb I pick up, more energy towards my grenades. So I have all 3, and whenever you maximize all 3, as you can see down here, equipping multiple copies of this mod increase the potency of the orb and reduce the duration of the cooldown. So this is, I'm trying to get orbs as fast as possible. The chest piece, whatever damage resistant mods, depending on the activity you're doing, if it's soul or if it's arc, whatever that may be. For the boots, we have 2 innovation mods which reduce the grenade cooldown each time we pick up an orb power, and 1 better already to give us health as we fighting so we don't die. So a combination of better already and a restoration as it keeps going. Every time we get a kill or with a pistol, or if we get a grenade kill, it's going to keep that restoration up. So it's not hard to stay alive with this build because I know my health is all the way 18. I know it looks scary, but it's all right. And for our mark, we have 1 healthy finisher because we're all gonna be pretty down and dirty in the mix. Just in case if you're about to die, you can do an executioner to heal yourself. And we also have proximity award, gain a powerful overshield while performing your finisher. So you're gonna have a blue overshield. And we also have a Reaper mod. Anytime we use our barricade, anytime we get a kill after that, we are going to get 1 orb of power. Last but not least of this build, we have the artifact mods. The main artifacts that you want to have on. For the 3rd column, Fever and Chill. This is a must. This is a must. Rapid precision hits with solar weapons grants Radiant. Definitely want that. So anytime we get Radiant, we can also keep that up. Anytime we get a kill with the pistol or any of the solar ability that we got, definitely want to keep that up. Also for the 3rd role, we got Refresh Threads. Picking up an elemental pickup, matching your subclass, which is solar. So anytime we pick up a fire sprite, because it is a solar pickup and we're using solar, it's going to give us energy to our leech charge ability. So we're spamming grenades. Every time we pick up a fire sprite, that is our least charged ability. So it's going to give us more grenade energy. Perfect. So this is why this is able to work like this on a Titan, to be able to spam grenades. All right, for the 4th column, we got Cauterized Darkness. Anytime we have a stasis or a strand debuff on a target, it increases our solar damage. Like a sight-on with chill clip or a fusion rifle with chill clip, apply the chill clip. Or slice if you want to use strand. Anytime you apply any of those debuffs, your solar weapons are going to do more damage. And not just solar weapons, just solar damage from all sources. Elemental Daze, very good if you're in harder difficulty content. So like Master, Grandmaster, or like anytime you're fighting champions. This is also good. Stunning champions with the elemental weapon creates explosion aligning with your matching subclass. So if you're on solar, it's going to scorch targets that's around you. And for the last one on the 4th row, we have elemental coalescence. Defeating targets have the chance to create an elemental pickup matching your equipped super. So we're already making a lot of fire sprites, and these artifacts is making it even better. So we're literally just farting out fire sprites because of the Devil Ruin and all the fragments we have in solar and the artifact mods we have on this. Solar fire sprites everywhere. And for the last column, I would definitely have Shield Crush, because Shield Crush, while you're amplified or radiant, which we're going to be radiant in this situation, your grenade is going to recharge faster and deal more damage on top of the roaring flames that we have as our aspect. Now we only got 1 slot left for the 5th column. I like to go Radiant Shrapnel, dealing sustained weapon damage while radiant or defeating a scorched combatant. The weapon causes the targets to release solar projectiles that deal damage and scorch targets on impact. That pretty much sums up how this build works. It's grenade spam as a Titan. Pretty sure I went over everything. If not, leave it in the comments and I'll try to get to you as fast as I can. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.